Hi, this is Lindsay and welcome back to my channel. I have a digital kit to share with you today that I'm really excited to share with you. I've called it Ode to Nature, and it is already in my Etsy shop, so you can click the link below and check that out. And once I'm done going through the pages and talking about those, I'll show you an example of how I used it. So my basis for this kit was vintage book scans. So covers and end papers from vintage books that I found on the internet from the 1800s. And so here's an optional cover for the book, and it's a really old back cover, and I have Nevermore Creations here and then Ode to Nature. And you could either use it as a cover like I did here, cut it out and use it as a cover, or you could use it as journal pages. It is the same size as the journal pages. The journal pages are about, was it 5 1/4 by 6 3/4. So here's the first page, and then these pages here. The background, these are covers, like the front and back cover from a book from the 1800s, and then all of my designs in here pretty much came from either the Graphics Fairy, the Old Design Shop, or just I scour old books to find images. So there's a like this one I found here, and then some of these are from the Graphics Fairy and the Old Design Shop, and they are all put together. There's a lot of quotes in here too that have to do with flowers and nature. So this says, "The first wild flower of the year is like land after sea." So there's those pages. Some more beautiful like end papers from a book, really pretty distressing. So there's some daffodils. And it says, "A host of golden daffodils beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze," by William Wordsworth. And then this one says, "The earth laughs in flowers," by Emerson. So there's those two pages. And there's a lot of aging on this page that I kept in because it was really beautiful. And then I Hide Myself Within a Flower, Emily Dickinson. I tried to make room for journaling as well. More of the vintage book covers and end pages. "If I Had a Flower for Every Time I Thought of You, I Could Walk in My Garden Forever," by Tennyson. And "What is a Weed, a Plant Whose Virtues Have Never Been Discovered," by Emerson. I love these little line drawings of these flowers. I found them in a book and I cropped them out and kind of made a repeating line pattern here of those. They're so cute. They're from the 1800s. And then here's a page of 6 journal cards that coordinate with the kit. And then this one up here says, "Enjoy the Breeze." And then this one has some vintage drawings of some leaves. "Twirl with the Leaves." And then here is just a leaf on this background. And then here is like a vintage embroidery, like a pattern. And it says, "Adopt the pace of nature, her secret is patience." This one by Hans Christian Andersen, "Just living is not enough. One must have sunshine, freedom, and a little flower." And then here is a double rose print. So you get 6 journaling cards and then an ephemera sheet. And on here there's a vertical pocket and there is a scanned embossing. This was a book cover, the middle of a book cover that had this embossed leaves and flower. And so I made that as part of this pocket. Here's a little daffodil and a hummingbird. Here is a book page. And then here's a little girl reading a book outside, and I put "Live Outside." And then here's some more vintage drawings. "Nature never did betray the heart that loved her," by Wordsworth. Here's an oval and then a corner tuck spot with some more of those cute little line drawings from the 1800s. And then here's this type of a pocket with embroidery all around it. So that's what you get in the kit. And I made a journal with it to show you what it looks like. Now it'll either make a small journal or you can just incorporate it into one of your bigger ones. I really tried to make it so that it would coordinate with a lot of kits and a lot of paper pads out there. So the cover, I just used cardboard, like from the back of a paper pad. Just folded it in half, put the front and back cover on, covered it in some textured paper, sewed around, added book corners, sewed in one signature. There's 40 pages. And this is going to be for my friend Cheryl. You're sending that to her. She already knows about it, and she's excited. So I put the butterfly embroidery pocket here in the front, and then this little, I think it's a Martha Stewart paper, just a little scrap I had that had to do with nature, so I put that in there. Here's one of the journaling pages. And then I sewed all of the pages to coffee dyed paper because I printed them just on the flimsy inkjet printer, but if you printed them on cardstock, you wouldn't, excuse me, you wouldn't have to do that. One of the pieces of ephemera. I added a music sheet. There's another page. I turned this into a tuck spot, and then I made a leaf journaling card, and then this one, Enjoy the Breeze, I backed with some scrapbook paper, and I added those in there. There's some grungy lined paper. I backed the oval design with this vintage wildlife book page, and here's a vintage gardening page. Here's this little tuck spot, and I put in some of the journaling cards and ephemera. Another journaling page. I put in a ledger page. Another one of the journal pages. There's the middle. Another journal page. And then I attached one of the journaling cards here. Another journal page. And I added some cheesecloth behind the little hummingbird. Here's the upright pocket, and I just put a little piece of wallpaper in there for a journaling card or a tag. I added the rose card here. And then here's the other journaling page, the little leaf journaling card, and the daffodil page. And the little daffodil I put here on the back. So that's just one idea of what it would look like in a journal, but of course, you know, I do have a guest design team. There's 4 lovely ladies, Sherry, Sarah, Paula, and Bonnie, who will be working with this kit and doing videos and showing you their ideas of how to use it as well. So hopefully I'll get to starting on a new kit soon. If any of you have ideas for themes, like a kit you would like to see, please put it in the comments below so I can consider it while I am scouring old books for these beautiful images that I want to revive and bring back and share with all of you. So I hope you have a wonderful Sunday and that you enjoy this kit. If you download it and make something with it, I would love to see it. So please let me know.